it's Judi here, and in today's video we are going to be visiting Elle's absolutely beautiful island, Port Mack. Now if we go ahead and take a quick little look at the map here, we can see that the villagers are Marina, Marshall, Stitches, Coco, Diana, Daisy, Zucker, Raymond, Lucky, and Blolly. So let's go ahead and walk right through. This area looks so beautiful, definitely has those rustic vibes. I love the windows too with the little flower planters in front of them. They look so cute. I guess we'll start off by heading over this way across the bridge. So there's some little barrels out here. I like how also there's these terraform pavements with the different patterns on them. Down here we have the beach. Oh, and there's like a little place here where you can actually sit down. Looks like it's almost a little greenhouse just on the beach there. I love the little bush cutout stands as well. Here we have kind of like a little beachside tiki bar, so you can order your drink here, get a smoothie, and just sit here and enjoy your drink right by listening to the sounds of the wave. There's also a little place here where you can actually have a meal. It just has really nice, very cozy sort of vibes, and again with these beautiful window patterns. Now if we head back to the front of the beach and go down this pathway, there's a little bench here between the trees. That looks so cute just in between the forest. Then we do have Elle just going for a little walk, and it seems like the signpost actually leads us through this way. So if we go up the ramp, we can see that there's the little stalls here and the fireplaces. Then we also have Nook's Cranny. And this is kind of cool, it's almost a city vibe here, which is definitely a big contrast from the more rustic cottagecore at the front. There's even these windows with signs on them. You can see there's used books and just like this little stack of books there. That's so cool, just such a nice little detail. Then over here we have a cute little sitting space, this little farmland. Looks like there's some different saplings, some clothes hanging out there. And here we have one of the villagers' houses, and I love this so much how they have their own little area here. You can see there's a sofa, a table, and I think this is adorable. The little rain boots at the door, as if they just went out and were doing some gardening and took their shoes off before they went in. And they were washing their clothes. That's so cute. It really looks like somebody lives here. If we continue through this way, we can see that there's this little pathway which actually leads to this really cool bridge. But first, I do want to see on this side. Looks like there's some little shrines at the back and this enchanted moon garden leading up to it, which is definitely very beautiful, and Stitches is actually going for a little walk. I think we can hop across here. Yes, we can. Here we can see there's another little villager with their own little area. They have their hamster outside. And again, these beautiful simple panels actually creating this lovely frame around the house. Really just adds to the entire vibe of the area. Down here we can see beautiful terraforming with all these little waterfalls kind of layered against each other. We can cross over the bridge here and we can see, looks like there's a tanuki selling some magazines. I wonder if we can hear about some of the island's latest news. This is a really cool idea. So the bunk beds have actually been used here to create a treehouse, and you can see on the simple panels there's actually this ladder design, so it really looks like there's these ladders with vines growing on them leading to this little house built up between the trees. This is such a creative idea. I have never seen this done before. I really like that. Then if we continue through here, we have the little campsite. There's a table in front, some little log benches around the bonfire. We also have some chairs on the beach here, and just lots of areas for you to come and relax, you know, have the most enjoyable experience possible. I love how here you can actually have a little picnic while you're stargazing as well. If we actually continue from this area, we can see that there's like a mini seafood market, so you can see there's the little stalls, some squids out here. Further down the beach, there's some more little places to stop and just relax. Oh my goodness, this spider crab. This is one of the scariest sea creatures. If you don't like spiders and you don't like crabs, you're definitely not gonna like this. Oh, and then up here it looks like there's a diving board. This is so cute. There's even a little wetsuit so we can enjoy this too. Back on the mainland, we can see that there's some little beach towels laid out and kind of just this really cute beach that looks very realistic. You know, there's like some people that were building some sandcastles, playing with the beach ball, laying their towels out to just relax here for the day. We have a sitting area back here. There's also these little surfboards, and it looks like there's even like some mini shops. So here it seems like is the surfboard rental stall, and on the other side you can also buy some popsicles just to help you keep cool. And I love how the little outfits at the back show the people that work here. If we go behind here, there's some beautiful terraforming again with these little waterfalls, the mushrooms. Just looks so magical, honestly. Now if we head off of the beach and go back into the mainland, we actually have this ramp, and if we go up there, there's a little campsite. So there's a chair here, there's some little ovens there, and something that's actually really cool about this is the campsite is kind of split into 3 parts. So you can see there's a tent at the very top of the cliff, then there's the campsite here, and there's also a tent at the bottom. So it's almost like a mountainside campsite where there's all these tents kind of pitched up against the different levels of cliff. Let's actually take a look inside. So this is really cute. At the very back, there's actually some rock climbing walls that have been turned around, which almost give it the illusion of being like a log cabin. And it's kind of like a place you would expect to go if you were at some camping resort, you know? There's the little bunk beds, and there's also a living room with the little fireplace. Now let's actually check out the bottom tent as well. Oh my goodness, this is so cute. There's these simple panels with these windows. I must say, all of the windows in this town are so pretty. Elle, you have such amazing taste in the windows that you select. This reminds me of a really nice hotel room where you have ceiling to floor windows, which is amazing on its own, and also this big beautiful bed here with the lamp back there and the little fireplace. So definitely another really cozy room. I'm really glad that we went into those tents. So if we head back through the enchanted garden where we came from, we can actually continue straight across this beautiful bridge, and you can see there's all these trees that have been planted by it, and the silos, and just, oh my goodness, are there even little cars on the street down there? Through the trees, wait, look at that! There's little mini cars, like a forced perspective looking down on the city. That is so cool. And across the bridge, oh, I love the vibe here so much. So there's a little farm here where it looks like there's some giant mushrooms and some mum cushions. Behind it we have this little house which almost looks like the barn, and it looks like Coco is part of the barn too. So it's like Coco's little barn area. Her house definitely matches the whole look here as well. Just everything goes together so flawlessly. If we continue down the path this way, oh, that's really cool, like an in-ground fire pit. Another thing that's really cool is you'll just be walking through the forest, and there's even little statues and stuff hidden between the trees. Like, Elle has honestly put so much detail and effort into her island, and it's clearly paid off. The island is so pretty. Now if we head across this little bridge, looks like there's a ramp down which actually takes you to resident services. If we go ahead and make a loop around resident services and head up this ramp, we can see there's another one of these tall bridges, and at the sides there's like a floating statue garden. That's so cool, and it leads up to the museum. Oh, and I love the little pond in front of it too. So there's some guards guarding the entrance, but it's a really cool way to kind of extend the museum and make something unique around it. But it looks like there's more to see over here too. If we slip back, you can kind of see an overview of where the house is, and also those jail bars in front of the bridge. I don't know, just the layering of items looks really nice. Through here, oh, we actually have the Able sisters. So down here you can see there's the Able sisters, this beautiful mixing of the different textures of tile, and then there's some different little custom designs on display in front of it. We also have a couple of little houses on the beach here with a little table where they're able to sit and hang out together. But I do also want to mention, if you go behind the Able sisters up this ramp, there's actually like this little second boutique where it looks like there's even more dresses that you're able to purchase. There's some dressing rooms at the back, and there's even the check-in counter, so that's really cool to kind of extend on the pre-existing Able Sisters. And also the color scheme changes, so down here there's much more browns and darker tones, and at the top it's more of whites and pastels. So definitely a really cool way to incorporate both color schemes. Now if we go ahead and cross over this bridge, we have this big fountain plaza with the main house at the back there. If we continue down this way, looks like there's another bridge. And if we go over here, we can just see all these little houses and buildings. There's even a little area here, like a hot spring spa spot, where you can sit by the fire, almost like an outdoor sauna, and also visit the hot spring. I think the festive bamboo definitely adds to the area too. And then here we have a bridge with a beautiful, beautiful view. Looks like there's some imperial beds, I think, at the back there, kind of making that really interesting architectural shape. I don't know how to describe that. I'm trying to describe like this. It's really cool. It makes for a very interesting design. It almost looks like a building. There's the moon at the back and the sculptures too. A really nice job with creating a view back there. Then here we have one of the villager houses, just like a cute little yard around there. There's another one, again with that really cute pond pattern. Oh, and this is Stitch's house actually. You can see his picture in front of the house, that's so cute. And it looks like Stitches was actually hanging out his clothes earlier. Something I just noticed while on my way back here is there's actually a railroad. So you can see there's a railroad tracks and a little train that's actually busy driving down. That's so cool. I love that little secret forced perspective. It's the same thing as the cars earlier when you're walking across the bridge with all the trees. There's all these little secret areas that you really have to keep your eyes out to find, but it's so cool when you see them. So let's go see what it looks like inside. So the front room has been divided into different sections. Looks like there's a little kitchen, a living room, and also the foyer. I love the tea room wallpaper. I believe that's what this is called, because it gives you these really nice little round windows. And just everything in this room is just such a vibe. Like it all goes together so nicely. I didn't even know these were in the game. These are so cute. It's like little crochet. I think it's probably one of the mom items. That's so cute. Oh my goodness. So let's go ahead and see the left room. Right room. I meant to say right. Oh, so this is a little dressing room. So at the sides you can see there's all these little custom designs hung up on the wall here. Looks like there's a little poster there, a door as you walk in, some hats on the wall. And then you actually go from the front room here. Behind these walls is the actual dressing room, where there's a vanity, some closets, some flowers hanging on the wall, and also some cushions back there. So that's really cool, kind of like a dressing powder room. Next, let's see the back room. Oh my goodness, it's like an enchanted garden. You can see these beautiful woods with the rain and the hydrangea bushes, and there's this little stream going across the floor with the garden wagon, some plants growing around here. We also have the little rocking chair and a wood stall there. It really does remind me of a magical little forest. I feel like I'm actually in a fairy tale. Next, let's go see the left room. Oh my goodness, is this the bathroom? I believe this is the ship deck flooring. I think it's really cool how it gives it such a worn down rustic look. Back there we have little washing areas, so there's the iron set, some washing machines, and some little shelves on the wall. I love the exposed beam on the wallpaper as well. I think Elle did such a good job of just nailing the rustic vibe on this island. Like, this is such a good example if that's the island theme that you're going for. Then here we have the bathroom area with the toilet and the tub, and in front is more of like the public part of the bathroom. I guess not public, but you know, the shower and toilet is a bit more private. Alright, let's go see how it looks upstairs. Oh my goodness, it's a bedroom and a study. You can immediately see once again that the room has been divided into two spaces. So here we have this really cozy bedroom where there's the little log shelf here. I believe the song that's playing here is Aloha KK. This is so cool too. There's even a stall being used to kind of create the effect of having a headboard where you can store some stuff behind the bed. It looks like it's built in with the cabinets around it. And I love how there's even a little radiator behind the plant there. Oh, and is that a fly? Did you catch a fly in the house and you still have to take them outside? Such a cute detail. Then over on this side, we have the office. Something that's really cool about this is it looks like there's a little closet back here with these simple panels. And then there's also the bookshelves and the little desk area here. Oh, and I love the stack of books and the little starlights hanging up above the door and the painting too. Oh my goodness, everything. It's a 360-degree beautiful, beautiful room. Alright, and then the last room we have to check out is the basement. Down here it looks like there's another study, but this one's much more of a library type of vibe to it. You can see there's this bookshelf wallpaper. Then we have some more bookshelves here with some more books that you can grab. Then there's the main office area in the center where you can sit down at the desk, and also this living space here. So I guess it's a study with much more of a reading nook emphasis. It is very, very cozy, and I love how there's even all these paintings that have been incorporated into the room designs, and everything has a very similar color scheme, which makes it very cohesive and definitely very beautiful. Elle is not only amazing at exterior design, but her interior design is so beautiful as well. Now back at the Able Sisters, there are a few more areas to explore on the beach. So as you can see, if you have a small little rock on your island, a perfect way to decorate it is to just place a little lighthouse there, because it looks like it's guiding the ships and it's a nice little detail. Here it looks like there's a fishing pier, so there's all the fishing rods, the little fishing vest where it looks like someone's actually standing and using the rod right now, which is so cute. And then there's some more fish that have been gathered back there. Through here, is this another little house? Yeah, I think this is different from the house we just explored. So let's go ahead and see what this house looks like on the inside. I love the view of the bridge across the water as well. As you walk into this house, it looks like there is actually a reception desk. So you can actually sign in here. It looks like there's some people working behind the counter. And there's also a waiting room where you can watch some television. Oh, and there is a security camera watching us, so we should probably be aware of that. But at the back here, there's also some snack machines, some drink machines, and also little bookshelves with some chairs. So that's a really cool sort of waiting room. Let's see what happens if we head into the building. Oh my goodness, it's like an entire suite. So here we actually have the sofa where you can sit down and watch the television. And there's also the bed back here, where again, a stall has actually been used to create that effect of a headboard. And there's even its own kitchen. So this is a really nice hotel room. 3 rooms in 1 room. In the back of the house, we actually have a little restaurant. So this is really cool. It looks like you can check in here. Maybe if you're reserved in one of the suites, they'll let you come here for a free breakfast. Who knows what type of hotel this is. But this is a really amazing place to have your meals. Look at the view you can get of the entire city from here. And I love how the plants are actually in each corner. It's just, the whole layout is done really well. Like the composition of the room, I think just looks absolutely perfect. Now let's go check out the left room. Oh my goodness, this hotel has a sauna? I definitely want to stay here. This is so cool. So there's the cypress tub. There's the little benches back here where you can sit down and just absorb the steam. And this, it really does, as soon as you walk in, you immediately know that you're in a sauna. The whole vibe here is really nice. Finally, let's go see what it looks like upstairs. This looks like a presidential suite. So as you walk in, not only is there a little living space, and a kitchen, and a bedroom, and a study area, but there's also a bathroom. And look at the wallpaper here with these curtains. This seems like a very fancy place to stay. So luxurious though, so you can lay across this big beautiful bed, make yourself a whole meal right here. And then you have the bathroom with the shower, toilet, tub, sink. Oh my goodness, this room has everything. I mean, you could stay here as like an apartment. It has everything you could possibly need. I mean, you know that you're in a fancy hotel room when there's even an aquarium. You get to stay with Nemo. I mean, what could be better than that? Back outside, this is the view I was talking about with the bridge. And we can walk across the bridge and see there's a little bench area with, again, some beautiful waterfalls and windows at the back. Oh, this is cool. It looks like a whole building. There's actually a door in the center. That's so creative to just make a whole little cottage on the cliff there. Continuing back onto the beach, we have another little sitting space. And back here, it looks like there's actually a little restaurant. So you can check in at the podium here and then walk through here. And again, it just looks so cozy. Looks like such, oh my goodness, you can actually just rest here. But I really do think that the wedding furniture looks nice for this restaurant. Look how good that cake looks as well. And there's even the little statue garden behind it, so another very fancy place to have a meal. Let's go see what it looks like inside the building. If it looks that beautiful outside, I'm sure it must be lovely inside. Oh my goodness, this looks so nice. I love the ivy on the wall too. So you can actually sit here. There's a little bar area, and then there's also some bigger dining tables here. There's even a little exit sign above the door. Oh my goodness, it's the back kitchen of the restaurant. So this is where the chefs work. There's some little sinks back here. You can see some of the dishes. They're currently busy making, looks like a pasta dish. And there's the island here. That's really cool. And even this room, even though it's a lot brighter than some of the other rooms we saw, it still matches that same sort of color scheme with the natural tones, the whites, the darks, and also reds and warm colors seem to be a theme of this island, which I think it's so cool how cohesive everything is. I love the dishes too, actually. It looks like they're brown with green areas on them. They look really nice and they match the vibe of the restaurant perfectly. So here we have some more seating. Something that's worth pointing out about this design is all the dishes are the same, which does make it seem very cohesive. And even though they're two tables, it seems like one big table because of that. But not all the chairs are the same. And I think that's actually really good because including, looks like the wedding chair and the wooden chair, and there's even a little ironwood stool here, including the different shapes of the chairs, just helps break it up a bit, and it just makes it look better because the more textures just makes it look more detailed. So that's really nice. And even the floor, looks like there's this old flooring with a rug on top of it, which again contributes to making what could have been a more simple space look a lot more elaborate. When I'm doing these tours, I really do like to point out some things that the creator has done really well and hopefully help you apply those ideas to your own island. And I really take a lot of inspiration from these tours as well. Looks like there is another little area we can enter here. So we can go behind the silo and we can see there's a lot of these older sort of vintage items. Back here we have this grand painting. There's some shelves here with some more paintings there as well. So just kind of like this really cozy little rustic area where you could just sit here by the fireplace. Looks like somebody was writing some notes. And it's just a nice cozy spot really. So if we actually go from this house here and continue across this bridge, we can actually visit the back of the island where it looks like there is a little library. This is really cute. There's some bookshelves, some places to sit, and a little fireplace. Fireplaces instantly just make everything so much cozier. Then over here, there's actually a fourth perspective where you can look down and see the train station. That's so cool. I think the stalls actually have fish tanks on them, which are glowing, so it looks like glowing train tunnels. That is such a good idea. Oh my goodness, wow. And then there's even the little tourist telescope here where you can look out over the perspective. I think there's a river going down in front too. Another thing, now I think about it, if you take a film reel or like the little video projector, it actually emits a small little beam of light, and you could put that on the stall and it would actually emit a little light ray. So that's another way you could kind of create that effect of a lit tunnel. But I love that so much. I think the stalls are making little roof shapes too. Oh my gosh, they are. Oh, I love that so much. This is so amazing. Then over here we have another little building where you can actually see the door there, and even at the very top, the Zen fencing kind of creates the roof. So much detail, and the little fountain plaza in front. Through here we have this little flower garden, and actually it looks like the secret beach is a pirate area. You can see there's a treasure chest at the very top. At the very back, we also have, oh my goodness, there's a skull in that one. We probably shouldn't have touched that barrel. But a very cool pirate area. And then I believe the area right in front of this is actually the farm behind Coco's house. Yeah, it is. So if we go from the back, we can actually visit it. So you can see this is the little white flower farm, and the solar panels are actually being used to create the barn roof. And I think that that might be all of Port Mack. So yeah, this is definitely an incredibly beautiful island. Thank you so much, Elle, for allowing us to come and visit it today. It's so much fun getting to explore around this town and just see all the different areas, all the different textures on the ground, and even in the items that are used to decorate. If you have a 5-star island that you think would be fun to tour in a future video, feel free to fill out an island tour application. I will have a link to it in the description. With that being said, I really do hope you enjoyed the video, and hopefully you even get some inspiration for your own island from it. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you all so much for watching. Bye everybody!